Alright, I don't know which video is coming out first. I don't know if this one is or the other one that I recorded about Starforce, but I mentioned in the video that may or may not be out that we could possibly get Starforce 4 depending on the success of this. So let's read this and go from there and read what people are talking about. It has been reported that Mega Man Starforce 4 was in development at one point. With the existence of the Legacy Collection, would there ever be a chance to revisit the possibility of a new story, of a new entry? At the moment, we are fully focused on delivering this title to as many players as possible, so it's difficult to think too far ahead. That said, we sincerely hope that Mega Man Starforce Legacy Collection will be played by so many people that it inspires us to consider developing a Starforce 4 in the future. So, big news, first of all, because there was an image going around of what Starforce 4 would have been. Not image, like a picture of Geo being wanted and the new character also. I'm not sure if that was going to be like Geo's sidekick or something, but it was a really cool concept of what Starforce 4 could have been if it ever came out, but it was in development, but they just canceled it because 3 didn't sell that well, which I don't know why. Starforce 3 is probably, obviously, the best version of Starforce, hot take, but it's the best version of it. I don't know why. It really didn't sell that well. It was really good. The story was... Yeah. I haven't sat through to watch the story of 3 in a really long time, but from what I remember, it was really good. The noise concept of it was really cool. Obviously, taking inspiration from Battle Network with Styles, but they just had noises instead because, yeah. It was really good. And the way the game ended, it didn't seem like that was the end-all be-all of Starforce. Kind of like how when we got Battle Network 6 and it ended, obviously we knew that was most likely the end of Battle Network because the way it ended with like Lan and Meryl getting married and Lan having a kid with her, so like, kind of wrapping up Lan's story. But with Starforce 3, from what I remember, it didn't have that. It just was like Geo finally saw his dad again and they were all happy at the end. So, that's really not a way to conclude it. And I still do wonder, like, how would everything be if we got Starforce 4? But maybe if this does well enough, we'll finally get that. But yeah, let's read what people are saying about this. Oh my god, bro, please let it happen. I need more. Imagine a Starforce game built on modern gaming hardware. Oh my god. Ooh. That's actually... The only thing about that is, I do wonder how they would do this. It's kind of like if they made Battle Network 7, how would they do that? Because if they did it like 2D, 3D, I guess that would be fine. Like the overall just 2D, but the battles are in 3D, obviously like how Starforce was. I think that would be really good. Or if they did it like 2D, 3D, kind of like, not like how Octopath Travelers, but like the way the world looks, I think that'd be really cool. But I think it would do really well if they did that. Yes, please do it in the future. This would be the first collection to actually gets a new game in it as DLC. Wouldn't even mind a Starforce 5 and 6 game just to match the Battle Network. Hell, I'd pay full price just to get Starforce 4 as DLC one day. I'd be down for a whole new game, honestly. Closest idea would be kind of like how Tweewee got Neo Tweewee. Ooh. W reference. Because if you don't know, The World Ends With You was a game that was released on DS, like I think in 2008. Goated game. If you have a DS or I guess you have a Switch, go play it. Really amazing, but we got that. And then many years down the line, we got Neo Tweewee, and I played it. I mean, I enjoyed my time with it. I just wish that we got, like, The World Ends With You 2, like, more sooner than later than what we did. I think it would have maybe brought more people to the series because the game is very, very, very slept on. Like, a lot of people don't know what it is, and I think it's kind of sad because it's a really great game. It's probably one of, if not the best DS game out on DS. Obviously, Pokemon games are there because it's Pokemon, but I think the World Ends With You, it's like up there with that, and it just sucks that a lot of people don't know what it is. It just sucks that a lot of people don't know about it, and I do think, I don't think we're ever getting a new The World Ends With You game. I think we're only gonna have the OG and then Neo. Which again blows. It blows, but maybe I'll be wrong. I'll say this: I find it weird the Starforce 4 image of Geo and that's Land's grandson, and Land's grandson is not in the Legacy Collection gallery. I would like to believe, along with the Mega Man 12, that Starforce 4 or Battle Network 7 and or Legends 3 is also in the planning stages at Capcom. Okay, I didn't realize that was Land's grandson. What the so how would that work? Because let him cook. Let him cook, I guess. Maybe they're saving it for a possible Starforce 4. It would make sense since every other game in the collection has a specific gallery for the game for 3 games. If Capcom tends to bring new life into the Mega Man franchise as a whole, they need more than Mega Man 12, whether it's Starforce 4, Legends 3, or Battle Network. There's a lot of things Capcom can do with the Mega Man IP. Hopefully, all these collections lead to a new game. A continuation of the X-Zero ZX series would be amazing too. ZXA had those intriguing hints that never got to go anywhere. Okay. That is true, even though I do not like ZX Advent that much. I think it could have went somewhere if they did a third one, because the first one, first ZX game, really good. They had Omega in the game. ZX Advent, I think once you beat it, there was not a post game, so it's basically just like, congratulations, you beat the game. Anyways, you can go fight the final boss or make a new save and do everything again. At least in ZX, you were able to fight, like I said, Omega, and you were able to fight the why can't I think of the names? The characters from the Zero series, from 0, 3, and 4. So it had stuff in there that made it somewhat enjoyable to replay. But yeah, I don't know, if they did that, I would give it a shot. If Capcom tends to bring you, okay, once the last collection is out, expect big news from the Mega Man franchise series whole wide. If it's a leaked image, it was never revealed officially. Are some of there's a leaked image of Mega Man 12 or Starforce? I don't know what you're talking about. Sure, just like the success of Mega Man Legacy Collection paved the way to X9. Yep, don't fall for it. Same was said with Dark Stalkers. It's a marketing trick, evidently. I would kill for Starforce 4 to be made. I hope they do. I hope Mega Man Starforce Legacy Collection does so well we can see miracles like this happen. Don't they say this shit with every collection? I don't know if they say this with every collection, because when Battle Network came out, I was not expecting a Battle Network 7. I would love it, but I'm not expecting it because of the way 6 ended. So for that one, I'm not. But 3 with Star Force 4, I can see it happening. Will they do one for like Mega Man 0? Probably not, because the way 4 ended. Spoilers. Mega Man 04 ended with Zero, quote unquote, dying at the end to save the world, and they showed a picture of his helmet at the end of 4, implying that he blew up with a Ragnarok. So I don't think they're gonna be like, look guys, look. Zero may have died at the end of 4, but we're gonna Chainsaw Man this to where it was all a dream, and Zero got with Cecil That's not her name. Cecile, whatever her name is. The robot girl from the franchise that like lets you go on missions and stuff. You know, they're gonna get together. It was all a dream. Well, Zero's fine. You know. Thank you, Mega Man Zero. Why'd you call me Mega Man Zero? Oh, because you look like Mega Man and you have a zero on you. Oh yeah, they're not doing that for Mega Man Zero. But Star Force 3, I think they could. I'm so mad at Chainsaw Man's ending. I'm not gonna lie to you. Honestly, I'm not sure if I want a Star Force 4. I feel Star Force 3 wrapped things up pretty well, and the whole Geo becomes a wanted criminal angle feels kind of weird to me. I would definitely take a spiritual successor though, just like how Star Force itself was to Battle Network. I mean, I don't agree with that. Like, the idea of Geo becoming a criminal, a wanted criminal, I think it could go in an interesting way. I don't know, maybe if it makes Star Force 4, I imagine they would explain how he became that. But I think it could work because, you know, you're used to Geo being a good guy, but in Star Force 4, he's like bad or whatever. I think it could work. It's kind of like, spoilers, with Devil May Cry 4. I'm just going all over the place. So it's like in Devil May Cry 4 to where, you know, you were expecting to play as Dante, but when you boot up the game, you see this gray-haired guy with like a devil arm. You're like, who is this? Who is it? Where's Dante? And you meet Dante in the intro, and he's like killing people, and you're like, wait, Dante's evil? Even though I don't remember the whole story of Devil May Cry 4. Anyways, but yeah, it could be that. They would explain it, obviously, because I don't think they would just be like, yeah, guys, yeah, that leaked image that came out forever ago, yeah, we're not going to elaborate on it. Anyways, yeah, Geo's a wanted criminal for whatever reason. I always thought if they wanted this, trying to be the line hack GU collection would have been the way to go. They made a collection of the trilogy, but also made an additional fourth volume as an epilogue. Like, it's pretty short and deals with what happens with some of the characters and the MMO. They play it on its last days before EOS. I think if they released a collection with basically Starforce 3.5 as a short epilogue game that shows a bit into the Starforce after 3 months after it, maybe 6 months or even a year. You could have done the pilot of the new manga they released about Geo, Sabaru's birthday, and re-fighting the Crimson Dragon. I think this extra content, even if it's just 20 to 30 minutes long, reusing assets of 3 and teasing content of a actual 4 would have worked wonders to hype up people. Yeah? Or maybe what they could have did too, they could have did like, with the collection, they could have added, after you beat the game, there's like a thing, like a little, basically if they were confirming they were going to do that, they add in like an ending afterwards being like, and then several years later, Geostellar became a criminal for X, Y, and Z. Or it just shows like, the image is black, but like, I don't know, there's like a sprite of Geo older and he's like wanted. I don't know how they could do this, but I think what I'm thinking of, there's an idea in there. Okay. But yeah, to wrap up, there could possibly be a Star Force 4 if the Legacy Collection does well enough, and I hope this is true. You know, as a big Mega Man fan, I think it would be really sick if we got this. You know, because we have a Mega Man game coming out, I think in next year, but that's like a side scroller. Like, I would love for either us to get Star Force 4, or like people were saying, a spiritual successor of like of Star Force. I think it'd be really cool. The ideas people said in here also were really good too. I guess we'll have to wait and see if they implement any of this, and if we're gonna get a Star Force 4, which once again I'd be on board with. But yeah, definitely let me know if you guys would play a Star Force 4 or Battle Network 7 or a Mega Man ZX3 or whatever else Mega Man related. And yeah, potentially getting a Starforce for it if this does well enough. So, buy this game. Buy this game. You buy this game. You buy this game. Tell your mother to buy the game. Your dad to buy this game. Your brother, your sister, your dog, your friend's family. Just have everyone buy this game so that way it can do well enough and we can possibly get a Starforce for arcade. Thanks, bye.